Yes, 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 yes. It's that time of the night. Valentine show. We're here. Let's go. We have a great show coming down the pipe. A lot of stuff. Oh, man. It's crazy, man. Technical issues, but we're here Friday. Let's go. All right. How's everybody doing out there? How is everybody doing out there? Matt, thank you, man. We're going to have a solid show. In the name of Jesus, that's right. We have a great show coming down the pipe. We have, oh my God, so many things already going on. The persecution has started, believe it or not, for everybody. All right, we should be back on. Am I back on? It just got disconnected. Am I back on? Somebody let me know. Because, wow, technical issues like crazy. All right, there you go. There you go. The chat is, let me see. And am I the only one having the videos messing up, repeating a sentence? Yeah. I'm just back on. I'm back on, guys. It got disconnected for a while. Okay. Are we back? I hear you. You hear me? Okay. All right. All right. I see the trolls are coming in. Our Haley TV is in the house. All right. Everybody, is my audio good? Is my video good? I did get disconnected for like a minute. Loud and clear. Thank you, man. All right, then. All right, man. Friday. Let's get to it. There's so much stuff, but we're gonna get to it. Let's start right away. Incredible news coming out of, let me see, coming out of Texas. Oof, look at this like that. Could you guys believe this? Look at this. Texas governor orders new arrivals from California to quarantine for 30 years. That's from the Babylon Bee. Let's read a little bit here. Austin, Texas, in his most recent round of COVID-19 guidelines for Texas, Governor Greg Abbott, who is a warrior, he's doing a great things. Hey, listen, if this ever falls through, if this ever goes through this Texit, as they say, I'm heading down to Texas, boy. I love Texas. I love me some Texas. Greg Abbott has announced any new arrivals from California must quarantine for 30 years before they will be allowed to assimilate into the general population. Yeah, get these liberals locked up for 30 years. Maybe when they come out, they be conservatives. Hey, y'all, California has a ton of COVID problems, but they have a ton of other nasty issues as well, said Governor Abbott in a press conference. Lord knows what kind of filthy debauchery those communists engage in on a daily basis. They could bring back any number of icky diseases. Worse, they might bring their socialist voting habits. We can't allow that. Thank you, Governor. Anyone from California who wishes to live in Texas will be required, I put New York in there too, will be required to wear a mask in seclusion for 3 whole decades while eating smoked briskets. Ooh, hey, smoked brisket. I think I'm going to seclude myself. They're going to give me smoked brisket for 30 years. Let's go. And studying Texas history, no voting, no social gathering, talking, or any freaky California stuff they used to will be allowed until officials are ensured that the last remaining traces of California have been removed from their psyche. People will be able to apply for early release from quarantine if they prove to be true Texas citizens, passing an in and out versus Whataburger taste test. Greg Abbott. This guy's a warrior, man. Guy's a true patriot, man. Guy's a warrior, man. They should quarantine them for 30 years, man. This is the Babylon Bee, guys. I'm not going to explain what that is. If you don't know, find out what the Babylon Bee is. Quarantine these communists, man. But it's funny because I think the people that are moving, it might be that the people moving out of Texas and a lot of these, blue states with high taxes, etc. I think those people are, to be honest, tired of blue politics. So that's why they move out of blue politics into red states. And hopefully they don't bring in that nasty liberal mindset that that turned their cities into a mess, like there are in the West Coast, with a whole bunch of drug addicts on the streets, and homelessness, and Los Angeles, Skid Row, same thing in New York, needles everywhere, and the government just keeps almost promoting this type of lifestyle. It's insanity, but hey, let's see what happens. Real home run king Hank Aaron is dead at 86. I'm gonna tell you right now, I used to be an avid baseball player. I love baseball. I stopped watching baseball for a little bit. I was gonna watch it this season until they started with the whole social justice stupidity. I was when Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire and was having the home run, very exciting, those home run competitions, and one takes the lead and the other one takes the lead. Very exciting, but those guys, a lot of them use steroids. This guy right here, zero, no proven. To me, in my opinion, it's not Sammy Sosa, it's not Mark McGwire, it's not Barry Bonds, it's this guy right here, or Alex Rodriguez, who had confessed to steroids. None of these people. This guy right here, this guy Hank Aaron. I think, to be honest, if it's proven, if these people have confessed, any record, home run record, or any type of record, should not be validated, because it takes legitimacy from people like this who did it naturally and who did it good. He died. The real home run king, Hank Aaron, is sadly dead. Everybody has a day, right? My condolences to the Aaron family, right? Real exciting. Imagine home runs and all that stuff. That's one of the people don't like baseball too much, because sometimes it could be a little bit boring, right, to some people. But home runs is what made the whole Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire thing just go crazy and bananas. Thank you to the people that are here. I see that a lot of people are here in the chat. Again, we're gonna be opening up the lines around 8:30ish. I want to hear from you guys. Let me just say what's up to a lot of the people that are here. Like I said, Araya Lee is here. You like the music? Yes, I love the music. Haley Morgan is in the house. You're so cool. Phil Hendrickson, thank you. Matt was the first one up in the casa. Macho, what's up, brother? Phil Hendrickson, did I say Phil? Yep, I did say Phil. And whoever else is here, guys, remember to hit that like button right away. Share it with somebody. That way we could make this thing grow. We're gonna be talking about the persecution starting. Joe Biden is wasting no time, and again, I think this is gonna be a Obama presidency 2.0. And obviously, it's gonna be Obama, a lot of Obama policies, because obviously Joe Biden was the vice president under Obama. But I think they have a bone to pick with conservative, a bone to pick with Christians, a bone to pick with right-leaning individuals, and the persecution is starting. And it's not only us people that vote. Your children are going to be affected, and we're going to be talking about this, some of the executive orders, which I did already. I did a stream on, what was it, Wednesday or something like that, and I was talking about some executive orders, but there's other executive orders, in particular one regarding bathrooms and women's sports, that we're going to be talking about, and the whole LGBT political militant movement, which, again, I don't care what you guys do. I don't care what the LGBT movement does in your house. I don't care. I could give to whatever about it, right? I don't care. My problem is when you are forcing me and my children also on top of that to accept the sexual ideology, sex everywhere. If you're not up to date on your LGBT terms, well, you're gonna learn today, and you're gonna learn actually not only today, you're gonna learn throughout this whole administration, because it's gonna be everywhere. As they say in Spanish, sex hasta en la sopa, sex even in the soup, meaning everywhere we're gonna be talking about sex, because this is where what Democratic Party stands for today. Let's talk about this person right here. You tell me if this makes sense, even for the people that are not Christians. Christian OnlyFans model. That right there is an oxymoron. Christian OnlyFans model who rakes in, take this, what is this? Get. There you go. $200,000 a month, insists that religion does not interfere with stripping off for money, and says her equality equally devout parents are so proud. Oh, we're so proud of you, baby. We're so proud that you are a Christian stripper. This is where we are in 2021, guys. It's like everything is permitted. Let me put it up to the girls and the guys. If you strip, if you don't get naked, but you almost get all the way to naked, are you still considered a stripper? Would you consider that she's selling her body, her pictures for money? Would you guys consider that prostitution? Is that, would you call this woman a hoe? That's the question for today. Look at a picture of this girl here. And this is one of the good ones that I'm able to show. And I can't even show you the whole thing. This is her right here. 22 years old. Girl, look at her name, Lindsay Capuano, 22, from Connecticut, has opened up about why she does not believe that God will judge her for taking her kid off. The model who prays every night. She prays every night. That for something you pray every night, that's gonna get you saved. And regularly attends church with her family. Oh, she regularly attends church. Look at that. She's a saint. Says religion does not interfere with her career. Again, these people have created the God that allows them to do anything and everything whenever at all times, because you're gonna see what she gives an answer as to who God is to her. Again, this idol that she has created, the God that allows you to do everything. Lindsay shares racy lingerie pictures on Instagram, but insists that her religion does not interfere with her career. She quickly started raking in more than $200,000 a month after signing up for an online subscription service of OnlyFans. Look what it says here. An OnlyFans model who earns an impressive $200,000 has insisted that her charity does not prevent her from stripping off for money. Is that a would you consider that prostitution? Is that selling your body, or do you need to take it all the way forward to doing the sexual act for money to be considered prostitution? I want to know what you guys think. Let me know. Lindsay Capuano, 22, from Connecticut, has opened up about why she does not believe that God will judge her for taking her clothes off. Lindsay, a practicing Christian, she's not Christian, who prays every night, equally frequently shares racy lingerie pictures with her 2 million followers on Instagram, but insists that her religion does not interfere with her career. If you have problems if you have problems with pornography, or your mind goes places when you see a picture like this, do not go to her Instagram. Do not go to it. I went to it, and that's why I'm telling you guys, do not go to her Instagram. Again, and this is look, I can't go more than that. This is crazy what that picture, the one under there, shows. But this is who these people are. And it's very important, guys, because this whole election, right? Even though we lost, right? We lost, right? Some people might take that up for good. And again, it's a classic. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to sit there and cry about it? Or are you going to take the good things out of this election and put it forward? We're going to see that a whole bunch of people who, prophets, quote unquote, who said that Trump was going to win, fake prophecies. People, they straight up, they lie to your face, plain and simple. People that say that they're Christians who are not Christian. Only because I say I'm Christian, that doesn't mean I'm Christian, right? What are as the Bible says, what are my fruits? What are you showing? What am I showing? That way you guys know exactly that I'm Christian, right? If I'm saying I'm loving, I better be acting in a loving manner toward the rest of humanity, right? How about also these fake Republicans also? That and we're going to be talking about that later on, as to how I changed my mind about a second term for Donald J. Trump, and very importantly, this Patriot Party that is coming around. I think there's some great news regarding that. But this girl right here, she says that, again, like, her pictures are like XXX almost there, right? She's not naked. She just needs 2 articles of clothing to be naked. She says that God allows her to be like that. And she called, because I pray at night. Oh, I pray. I go to church also. I'm Christian. This is, hey, 2021. Here we go. You guys remember this guy? You guys remember who Jacob Blake is? Everybody knows who Jacob Blake is. Wow, everybody right away, they saw images and they were like, oh, racist cop. White officer, black man, innocent already. That's it. Racism. to this day, to this very day, what happened in where was it? In Minneapolis with I forget his name now, George Floyd. To this day, it has not been proven that anything had to do with racism at all. But the media, which is very powerful, you guys have no clue how powerful the media is, because you guys are not slave to the media. You guys are here right now. Look, you guys are finding alternate forms of info, right? The media is a powerful institution that needs to be checked, to be honest. Actually, AOC brought that up the other day, but I don't trust AOC, obviously. She wants to that we need to, the media literacy or something like that. But again, if it's done by her, they're gonna be slanted towards just canceling Fox and the right-leaning people. The media caused havoc with this. You guys know Kenosha, where this guy Kyle too, the kid that in self-defense, yes, self-defense, 100%. Everybody knows that self-defense killed, I forget, 2 or 3 people. I forget that were attacking. Yeah, 3 people, I think it was. Self-defense, 100%. There's video evidence. Self-defense. If you're telling me that you're gonna be there and people are attacking you, you have a weapon to defend yourself, you're not gonna shoot, then I say you're an idiot, to be honest. That you're not gonna shoot people who are attacking you. First of all, you're an idiot, and you're lying to yourself too, and you're lying to everybody if you say that you would not act it in the same way that Kyle did in Kenosha. In Kenosha, this happened. Everybody got, guys, and tell me the truth. Haven't you had these type of arguments with people that you get heated, you start saying these things, blah blah blah, and then a day passes and you start thinking about it and you're like, wow, damn, I acted in a very reckless manner. I acted not correctly, right? This is exactly what the media did with people who were saying, yo, Jacob Blake did this, Jacob Blake, an unarmed black man, and this and that. Look what he says in this video. This is him saying it after he's paralyzed, sadly, obviously. But I mean, why didn't he stop? That's just the question. Like, who's to blame that he's paralyzed? The cop? After he fought the cops and he had a knife? But let him tell you this, that he had a knife.
Anything to me.
Did they tell you that they had a warrant for your arrest?
No.
Some sort of struggle follows. Police believe Blake is reaching for a weapon more than once. Blake denies this. Police deploy a taser multiple times. Blake pulls the taser prongs out of his skin. Officer Shesky and Blake end up in a physical altercation on the ground.
We see you walk away from the officers after they try to grab you.
I'm rattled. I realized I had dropped my knife. I had a little pocket knife.
Did you hear that? He had a pocket knife after he fights the officers. After he look what happened. Oh, the taser. Why didn't the officers try the taser? Look what happened to the taser.
So I picked it up after I got off of him because they tased me and I fell on top of him.
With an open knife in hand that Blake says fell out of his pocket, he walks around the front of the vehicle towards the driver's side door.
They tased him. Here earlier it says that he took out the things in his skin, from the taser. Let me see if I can find it here. Wait.
I'm rattled.
Taser prongs out of his multiple times. Blake pulls the taser prongs out of his skin. Officer Shesky.
He pulls the taser prong out of his skin. A lot of these people that are giving these opinions about cops and they should have done this. He should have shot him in the leg. We should have shot him in the arm. Or they should have tased him. They should have used pepper spray. These are people who have no clue how these things all fail. Pepper spray fails. Tasers fail. They're battling this guy on the floor. He decides to no. He's still gonna go into the thing. He has a knife on him, and then some people are like, I think $1 million got taken, like a GoFundMe was set up for him, and he got $1 million. So he became a millionaire off of this incident. Obviously, nobody wants to become a millionaire like that, but took $1 million, and again, they bill it like this. They sell it like, you know, a white officer versus black man, because and some people believe that, you know, black men in America are being hunted, and that's just facts don't support that. The facts support that they kill more white people in the United States, more white men in particular than black men in the United States. Those are just the facts, right? But again, the damage is done, and look at this. 75,000 views after all out. These people, the mainstream media, help all hell break loose in some of these places without and not only the media, the politicians also, who really don't care, and because it's not them, it's not their gated communities, right? Like Kamala Harris was saying, you know, the police, these protests, oh no, they're not gonna stop. They should not stop. And on the Colbert Report, sometime in January, there's a video out there. Look it up. Colbert Report, Kamala Harris. It's like around the end, sometime probably like around the 5-minute mark, where she says that the protests, these violent protests that were happening, they should not protest. They should not stop, and they will not stop. The Vice President of the United States of America. All right, now we're back again after another disconnection. We're back again, guys, after another disconnection. Let's get back. Let's get back to this, man. Let's get back to this. The internet seems like it's acting up. I was saying, hit that like button and share. Thank you for the people that I released a video during the week, and I was asking for help, basically, right? What is it that you guys come to the channel for? What did you guys want to see? Thank you for the people that let me know that it seems like I'm getting a passing grade on the channel, but I'm not getting a passing grade with YouTube. I thank you for the people that told me what you guys come here for. I really appreciate that. But we just got to keep going. I'm trying something covertly secretive that I'll let you guys know later on. What am I trying? There's a lot of options that I have at my disposal right now, but we're going to be talking about that later. Look at this. Black Lives Matter. You guys saw this video already, but I have to talk about it because it's important. Let me show you the video first, and then we're going to be talking about this little caption right here. What does it say? This is from, look, Black Lives Matter. They're trying to make a change in how America views black people in the United States of America. They're trying to make a change how black women are viewed in the United States of America. And there's no better way, absolutely no better way. And again, this is the people that cannot handle sexual material. This is that. Turn it off. Come back in 5 minutes or something. I just got to give you the warning, guys. Let's go. Oh, this is how we're gonna stop.
This is your girl, Shayna.
Can I say one word? One word. Disgusting. If this was my daughter, I'll be ashamed of my daughter, to be honest. If this is my cousin, I'll be ashamed. If this is my sister, I'll be ashamed of them. Ashamed. I probably wouldn't even want to talk to individuals that believe this is cute. And look how many people here. Look how many children. This is the debauchery again. The debauchery in America. Look, she has an American flag shorts on. Is disgusting, right? And this virus of debauchery, right, and liberalism is infecting the world, to be honest, because the United States is an exporter of this mental garbage, right? This mental garbage, this mental cesspool of way of thinking. But what would you expect from Black Lives Matter? What would you expect? And to make it even worse, they put the Martin Luther King. They sampled the Martin Luther King speech on it, which is Martin Luther King will see this. He will bomb it. To be honest, he will straight up bomb it.
What will go down in history as the greatest.
You know what's the funny thing? you know what's the funny thing? Look at all these people right here. Only the black guy. Look at the black guy right here. You see this black guy right here? He's looking at this crazy person like, yo, this girl's crazy. But everybody just like walking and they're not even looking. Look, they're not even looking.
Demonstration for freedom in
You saw that little boy or little girl there walking by.
the history of our nation.
Look, nobody's looking. Nobody's looking. You saw that, right? You saw that. Now hear the reason. Twerk on Washington is a declaration of freedom and healing, advocating for decolonization of over-sexualizing black women bodies to reclaim ancient sacred dances of liberation and wellness. Did you hear that? We're advocating for the decolonization of over-sexualizing black women. So they are over-sexualizing black women in this whole video, and they're claiming that they're anti that. The mind doesn't work. Reprobate minds, their mind does not function at all. They're going to do the same thing to claim that they're against that. Makes no sense whatsoever. Only in a reprobate mind, a mind that does not function properly. I feel sorry for these individuals, to be honest. And the problem is that they have the right to do whatever the hell they want. The problem comes is when they are doing. I go to the Lincoln Memorial and I want to show the great emancipator Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, Abe, and I find this mentally unstable person twerking when I have my children with me. That's a problem. That's a problem. The same thing with the whole freedom of speech, freedom of expression. There are consequences to your freedom of speech and freedom of expression. You want to take into account other people. Now, this is just stupidity at its finest. But what are we going to do? And this is this is what we're fighting, guys. It's more than just presidency. It's more than just that. There's a cultural shift towards degradation in America that, I mean, if you don't stand up and do something about it, if because your president or the person that you wanted to be president did not win, now you're just going to fold up and go home and go into your room and go into a corner, then you deserve, to be honest, you deserve what is coming to you. And this is nothing. I mean, this is nothing. And they won't stop. This is just the beginning. They won't stop. It's just constant over-sexualization of everything, because their minds don't work. Thank you to the people that are here. Hit that like button, guys. We're about to open up these lines. I want to hear from you. We're going to be talking about a lot of things. One of the things that we're going to be talking about is the Patriot Party, Donald Trump, and how I've changed. I gave an opinion last week, and I've changed from that opinion that I gave last week regarding Donald Trump running at a separate party, or whether he's able to run at all, because now they're talking about the second impeachment, which they're going to bring to the Senate floor. They're impeaching an ex-president. They're sending a very dangerous president. But again, like I said it before, this is a backlash of the politically elite against the outsider. The same way Donald Trump got in, an outsider, they want to make him that again, an outsider. They just don't know that he has so much power. There's so many people that love this man. We're going to be talking about the Patriot Party. But before that, let's talk about Antifa and in Portland. Yo, what is going down in Portland? Can somebody explain it to me? Do they just have the worst parents in Portland? What is going on in Portland with Antifa and these people that they believe that they have it so horrible in America? And it's funny because there's YouTube. Just go get a documentary. Google how people live in certain places in Africa. Google how people live in Haiti. Google how people live in Asia. Just Google that. Google some of that. That way you know and you see exactly how we live. But this is the attitude. These people probably had everything in life, right? Their parents baby them, and now they're here, bro. Like Portland is like a hell, like a literal hell on earth. Liberal hell on earth is Portland. Constant protests, bro. Their president won, Biden. They're not happy with that. Look what it says here. Look what it says. Here's why protesters say they are gathering in Portland. Now they're protesting Biden. They're like children. They're like, you know your child, you give them a pizza. Yeah, one of the things, right? Your child, you give them a pizza and they leave the bread. Like the bread is trash. Like, you better eat that bread. That's food. These people are, and that's not being grateful, to be honest. Like, yo, dude, like, be grateful. At least children do it because, you know, they don't know any better. But these people, they got so many things, so much good for them, and they rather protest. They rather destroy. They rather do. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just the highest form of being ungrateful. Protesters again took to the streets in Portland, Oregon. But you know what's the funny thing? They reelected their mayor. I forget what his name is. They reelected their mayor, Portland. So it's good for them. They're getting what they're asking for, right? The mayor who was anti national troops, National Guard troops going and stopping all this mayhem. Where they had like 100 days of straight protests, and he got into a battle with President Trump. They reelected him again on Thursday, the first full day of Joe Biden's presidency, to let the Democratic establishment know they are still fighting for racial justice. Some told CNN, racial justice again. We want to symbolize that both parties are oppressors, said a 25-year-old beta male. No, I added the beta male there. Said a 25-year-old protester who wished not to be identified, fearing government reprisal. We are experienced firsthand. We've all experienced firsthand, and all that police violence is police violence regardless of which political party holds power. It doesn't make a difference to the person being beaten. For white people, maybe they feel there's time to let the administration work. But for Black and Indigenous people who have had a rope around their neck, there is no time. The protesters said there is no justice, no peace. Biden, in his inaugural speech Wednesday, called for racial justice and unity in America, acknowledging the nation has been deeply divided by systemic racism. Look, this guy's Joe Biden talking about systemic racism and political forces. He denounced white supremacy and domestic terrorism and said the country must heal. The Democrats put in charge a person who's been in politics decades, who had the opportunity to end systemic racism, didn't do it. Hey, why not give him 4 more years? The liberal logic at hand. Let's give him 4 more years. The man who was saying, who Kamala Harris, again, this is why politics are so dirty. And I hope you guys are seeing it. People that have been in politics for 4 years, these last 4 years, like me, thanks to Donald J. Trump, I got into politics, and a whole bunch of you guys too. All these people talk about systemic racism. Kamala Harris said that Joe Biden called, he didn't want his children to be raised in, or not Kamala Harris, this is a quote, that he didn't want his children to be raised in a racial jungle. Kamala Harris herself said, try to, without him noticing, calling Joe Biden when they had the political debates a racist. You remember when he said, when you were opposed to busing, there was a Black girl in California that had dreams. You know who was that little girl, Biden? It was me. Saying opposed to busing. Busing was a practice where they used to take white kids and bring them down to I think it was what was it, like inner city schools. That way they start commingling with the Black kids and all that stuff. He was opposed to that, Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris was calling him a racist. Yet politics, that's the person that they took, right? Kamala Harris called Joe Biden, the vice president now, calling the president now a racist, and that's the candidate that the president took, and they won on top of that. There is so much irrationality in the United States of America. It's just not even funny. And there's a lot of people that we could blame for a lot of this stupidity. We could blame the media. We could blame this. At the end of the day, people vote. People are the ones who vote, and they are the ones who choose the presidents. They are the ones who get what's coming to them. Guys, I talked a little bit about the some of the executive orders that were passed, right? Some regarding MAX and federal buildings. Some the wall stopped going. The Keystone Pipeline, I think 40,000 jobs with a stroke of a pen, gone, poof. And other different type of executive orders, and now we're gonna be talking about this one. This one is gonna affect you, and if you have children, it's gonna affect you, and in particular, if you have girls, right? After inauguration rhetoric of unity, Biden signs divisive transgender executive order. Again, guys, this is what we're going to be talking about for the prepare yourself for sex, and after sex, there's going to be more sex. Talk about sex. Like that is the majority of the population. That's what these people are going to be talking about. Let's continue here. This is from the Heritage Foundation.org or heritage.org. In his inaugural address, President Joe Biden stressed he wants to be the president of all Americans, left and right, and bring healing and unity to the nation. I just don't believe that. And if you believe that, you are very gullible, to be honest. Actions speak louder than words. And on his first day in office, Biden signed a radically divisive executive order mandating transgender agenda. Again, the transgender agenda. This is going to affect you. This is going to affect you. The outcomes don't look very good. Privacy and safety at shelter, equality on the athletic field, and good medicine are at stake for everyone. In his inaugural address, President Joe Biden stressed he wants to be the president of all Americans, left and right, and bring healing unity to the nation. Action speaks louder than words. Again, very true. By the fruits you shall know them. That's what the Bible equivalence of that quote is. And of his very first day in office, Biden signed a radically divisive executive order mandating transgender agenda. Here's what it says. Children, listen to this, guys. Children should be able to learn without worrying about whether they will be denied access to the restroom, the locker room, or school sports. Okay, it sounds good. Like, who's gonna deny somebody? But that's not what it's saying. Let me see here. People should be able to access healthcare and secure a roof over their heads without being subjected to sex discrimination. Now, here's what it means. And here's what it means. Boys who identify as girls must be allowed to compete in the girls' athletic competitions. Men who identify as women must be allowed in women-only spaces. Healthcare plans must pay for gender transitions procedures, and doctors and hospital must perform them. Your little girl in high school, when a boy with a wee-wee says he's a girl, he's going to be allowed into the girls' locker room. I don't care about the boys. The girls, the boys getting a transgender guy or a girl that says that she's a man in the boys' locker room, they're gonna be like, yeah, bring her in. The boys don't care, right? The boys are little wild animals like that, right? But the girls, on the other hand, a man inside, a boy inside the girls' locker room, inside the whatchamacallit, the rooms, the bathrooms, and areas where are they supposed to be exclusively for girls. That is a huge problem, and that is gonna affect you personally. How about women's sports? The fact and the matter, and the funny thing is that feminists, they're like this. Shut up about this. They're not saying anything. Why are feminists not defending females? The two boys in right here in Connecticut, they destroying the girls' track team. Destroying the girls because they say that they're girls, but they're boys. I mean, this is like La La Land, right? La La Land. Like, I mean, if you, I guarantee you this, guys, that if 10 years ago you guys were told that the boys were able to get into women's sports, you guys will probably not believe it. But this is the agenda. This is again, started under Obama. That's Obama's legacy. Obama's legacy has nothing to do with black people. What did he do for black people? It has all to do with the transgender LGBT movement of It has to do with persecuting people like the baker in Colorado for not wanting to bake a gay wedding cake. It has to do with the clerk in Kentucky that did not want her name to be on same-sex marriage certificates, literally going to jail. We're going to have a revamp of that administration. Obama 2.0, who knows if probably worse now, starting with this, when you have to let all these things come down in the name of equality, in the name of inclusion. Sex. People don't want to know about that. And again, I don't care what you do behind closed door. You could do what you want. You could have sex with the sofa if you want. You could have sex with whatever you want, with the garbage can. If that's something that floats your boat, go ahead. I don't care. Just don't force me to make a wedding cake for you and your garbage can. Plain and simple. I mean, like, just don't force me, please. That's all I'm asking. Like, can you afford me the same liberty people are giving Twitter when they say they are a private business and they want to not do business with other people? Can you afford me the ability to make my own informed or my own personal decisions of who I do business with, who allow into my church, into my business, into my inner circle? Can I not be labeled anything just because of my choices? That time has come to turn on the lines. I want to hear you. I continue. I extended it here a little bit, but the time has come, guys, to call. I want you guys to let me know what you guys think. What you guys, what is the, let me see what we got here. There you go. What do you guys think about the whole, the Biden administration? I mean, guys, if we battled before when our boy was up, imagine what we're going to do now. The number to call is 646-470-1077. Absolutely no cursing. So just call me here. Let me know what you guys think. Let's talk about this Patriot Party. The Patriot Party. I changed my mind. I did a 180 on it. Steve called me last week and he asked me, listen, what do you think about Donald Trump running in a third party? I was like, no, I don't think it's good. It's going to take away from the Republicans. I'll continue now. Caller, you on the air? Hello? Hello?
Hey, it's Sonia.
Sonia, talk
Hello.
to me. How you doing? How you been? Where you been? Talk to me.
Yeah, long time. To think you were on vacation when everything was getting really crazy.
Yeah.
You were seeing it all from your wherever you were?
I wasn't. I was totally I was just out. I was just out of the whole thing, to be honest. I do that. I actually take a month off. I robbed this from Dave Rubin. Dave Rubin takes some time in the summer. He take a whole month off. He just disconnect from everything, and I was doing the same thing, and but I actually missed it, to be honest, and I wanted to be back, and and I decided to be back when that whole thing happened, but I wasn't paying attention to any other politics.
That's smart. That's very smart what you did, actually. I don't know where to begin. What can I say?
Talk to me. So much
so
stuff,
much,
right?
So much. Well, let's talk about real quick then the protesters in Portland, because they are something else. I don't know if the mainstream media is even covering that. I'm pretty sure they're doing a good job at hiding it, because they sent troops to the inauguration because they were afraid of Trump supporters. Meanwhile, over on that other place, they were saying that they don't even want Biden.
They don't want anybody else. People, what do they want? That's the question.
They said no president at all. And it's funny to me because they were so afraid of what might happen when he was getting inaugurated, and they didn't send social workers. That's for sure.
No, you know what? You know, that's the funny thing, Sonia, that they send, they build walls, they build fences all around Capitol Hill. They send people with machine guns, literally, not even what we have as civilians. They send people with machine guns to protect them, and they are against walls and they are against guns. What an irony there, huh?
Only when they need them.
Only when they need them, right?
And then all of a sudden, executive orders are cool.
Executive orders out the yin yang, as they say, right? Out everywhere, right? Executive order, like he had like 10, 12, 13 on his desk the first day of thing, but they're cool now.
And nothing in there that I could tell had to do with reparations. Am I right?
Yeah, nothing in there. I mean, reparations, that's something that's fake. That's just like a carrot that they flaunt on top of the of an animal. What is it, like of a donkey, to keep going forward? That's just, hey, reparations. How are they going to give reparations? It's like impossible.
Exactly. And then I was thinking about how, whoever's there is there. This is life, right?
Yeah.
You get one, you lose some. We can move on. We can think forward. But I got to be honest with you. No matter what anybody thinks about any president or any party or any ideologies, whatever, I can't personally get over the hurdle of the voter fraud accusations.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, it makes it hard for me to have any faith in a new party or in voting for, a certain Republican who you may, agree with, because, a lot of them turn their backs on Trump. But whoever you think is, the real deal and not part of the swamp, whatever the case may be, I find it really difficult to believe that that the voter thing is something that we're just going to pretend it's not going to happen the next time, only because, I'm no mathematician, but if they're saying that Biden got 80 million votes,
that's what they're saying.
Then there's no way that Trump got 74 million.
Why do you say that?
They're trying to say that's how many he got, and then so which is it? So I don't know. So this makes me, I'll be honest, like, as someone new that came into this, late in the game, and sort of getting my hopes up and thinking that it was going to, produce something. Not because I thought we had to win, but just because fair and square, I don't feel that we lost.
Mm-hmm.
And that's hard for me to get over. And it's just, I don't know, very discouraging. So that's where I'm at. I'm stuck on that. I don't know if I believe in the process anymore, or even if it was probably rigged all along, and I don't know. For example, let's just pretend they could switch votes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that YouTube had all these dislikes for the inauguration speech, and supposedly YouTube went in there and adjusted it?
I did. I saw my wife, I think, showed me the dislikes. Like, it was huge, but I didn't see that YouTube adjusted it. But I will believe you if they did that, to be honest.
So let's just say that it's true that they had to adjust the numbers to reflect what the people are really feeling and doing. They can rig the votes, but they can't rig the people. If we really did vote for Trump in droves, if he really did win in a landslide, if the other side really did cheat, then we're out here. And his popularity and everything is just not matching with the 80 million people they say voted for him.
This is how I rationalize it. I rationalize this in my head. I'm with you. I understand the whole wondering, did they cheat us, did they not? But this is what I believe happened, just because of the way things, the voting came out at the end. I believe people don't want Joe Biden. I know that. Joe Biden does not stand for anything. The only thing that Joe Biden stands for, and they could have put in a dog there for running as a Democrat. The only thing that Joe Biden stand for was to be the person that took Trump out of office. That's it. Not because of how popular he is. As a matter of fact, and to prove my point, during the inauguration, did you see, especially any of the most liberal cities, did you see any celebrations that he was inaugurated?
No, the only thing was when he first supposedly won the election and they were breaking champagne and marching through D.C.
Yeah, but
that big spectacle.
After the inauguration, there was no jubilation that this guy's president. There was no celebration in New York, LA, none of these liberal, safe havens, right? None of that. There is, and as a matter of fact, and I think if you remember, like literally after that, Sonia, right after that he won, he gave like a Thanksgiving speech, Joe Biden, and I think there were like 1,000 people watching. So what, like they don't want to hear them.
It doesn't match.
Yeah, they don't.
The enthusiasm or whatever don't match.
There is no enthusiasm. There is no enthusiasm for Joe Biden. There's not people going half across the country to go see Joe Biden speak. What Joe Biden represented was just the anti-Trump candidate, and that's what thanks to the media, they were able to achieve their goal.
Yeah, I just wish that people could get past it. I mean, this is a game to me, I think, now.
Yeah.
When I see it now with the two parties, of course, then you would have opposite ends. The two hate each other.
Yeah.
Because if people would just pick apart the policies as they come down the line, even if you're a Democrat and you can't stand Trump as far as you could throw him, you might say, hey, I don't agree with this transgender stuff about the bathrooms or whatever.
Yeah.
Policy by policy. I wish it was that way, but it's not. So I feel like our hands are tied. But I don't mean to be negative, but that's where I am right now.
No, but you're 100% right, Sonia. It's not about policies. It's about I like this person. They don't know about policy. They don't know what this. If it was strictly on policy, Donald Trump will be reelected again. A man that's bringing peace, that's putting up the economy, all that stuff is not strictly about policies. these people think and they vote emotionally on the person that makes them feel good, even though if this person is literally like stealing from them, destroying, oh no, he makes me feel good, I'm good, so happy, and stuff like that is insanity. But Sonia, I don't mean to cut you off, but we talk later and probably see you on the Valentine show. Take care, sister. Thank you for calling. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
That is Sonia, one of the callers, one of the great supporters of the show, like you guys. Wow, there's 21 people here watching me blab about different things. Guys, thank you so much for the people that are here. Hit that like button. Remember, every Friday we do this live show, 8 p.m. New York time. The number to call is 646-470-1077. I was talking about the Patriot Party. I think Donald Trump has a great opportunity to just stick it to the political elite. The political elite, as you can see, they are going to take the impeachment into the Senate. The Senate will decide if he's guilty or not guilty. If they find him guilty, he will not be able to run in 2024. And I think that's what they want to do, right? I will continue about that as soon as I get this call. Caller, you on the air?
Hello, it's Alexis.
Alexis, talk to me. Where have you been, Mrs.?
I have been disconnected. Just completely disconnected, and just needed a break mentally.
That's good. Anybody do that? Because I know politics. We go crazy. You know, I mean, it just gets too crazy sometimes.
Oh yeah, it definitely got crazy after the 6th. I think it was. Unfortunately, you were on vacation, and then after the 6th, everything went insane. So just been busy, but I just wanted to call. I have to tell you about one of your videos.
Okay.
My heart broke when I was listening to you, asking, what are the suggestions? What would you like to see you do? Yeah. And I'm like, yo, I need to call today to let you know nothing. You continue doing what you're doing. You are such an individual that cannot be replaced. You are such a bright light, and I want you to continue doing what you're doing. God will bless you, whether it's just views or financially, whatever. But Amen. Just know that what you do on the daily basis of your videos and your live, it just brings such peace. And when I finally logged back in and saw your videos, I was like, oh my God, I seriously feel like I know you personally, and you are just such a positivity. Thank you. Don't ever change.
Thank you, Alexis. I really appreciate those words. Because I just had to do that video. First of all, I've never done a video like that. Just kind of asking you guys what you guys want to see. Because all this time I believe I was doing what you guys want to see, what you guys come here. But what I'm seeing is that it's like YouTube is not promoting my channel, and then I see some other videos who are talking gibberish and stupidity. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Maybe is it that YouTube is just not promoting, or maybe the guys or the people that do follow me don't want this material that I'm producing out. So I just wanted to throw that out there to see what you guys told me. But thank God that I was able to pass, and I really appreciate that. And I'm glad that I am that you guys are seeing that, like, this is, you see me on the street, this is what you're gonna get. This is Valentine. Yeah. I mean, I will not change. I'm not selling myself to nobody. I'm not selling myself to the highest bidder. I wanna give you guys truth. I think we live in such a day where everybody's like sometimes sugarcoating the truth to not hurt, and not being truthful, and not being this, and not being that, tiptoeing around certain issues, and not talking about this. I just don't want to be that. I think life is short. I think we're all gonna die. And I think we have to do what we have to do to keep it going. But Alexis, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that for supporting me. Thank you. I appreciate that.
We receive everything that you send out, and it's all great. So just continue doing what you're doing. And I have another platform, and I'm always promoting you. Just know that. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
The time will come. The time will come. Just know that YouTube is not the source for 100% truth. They have totally deep platforms. So many people that are spreading that word. Oh, yeah. So be grateful, because here you still are.
Yeah.
And you are a truthful person.
I am.
So it could be just a blessing that you're reaching out to the right people, and you're like undercover and they can't really see you. So just continue doing what you're doing.
That is right too. Also, thank you, Alexis. Well, you have a good one, my sister.
You're welcome.
God bless.
You
Later.
too. Peace,
Bye.
everybody. Bye.
Tax Alexis, you guys see her there on the chat all the time, always supporting the channel. The number to call 646-470-1077. Guys, hit that like button, hit that share button. 26 people. There's a lot of people here. I'm very grateful, guys. I'm very grateful of you guys. I was gonna talk, but look, you guys want to come and talk to me. That's great. Caller, you on the air?
Hey, what's up, Valentine? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I could hear you perfectly.
Hey, this is Brendan from Alaska.
Brendan,
so I was going to say,
talk to me,
the
Brendan.
Patriot Party would actually work, and here's the reason why.
Okay.
Is a lot of people are totally turned off from the Republican Party. Like, I've never considered myself a Republican. I've always considered myself an independent.
Okay.
And I think the Patriot Party, if you have something different, it's going to bring more people in, because people usually they associate the Republican Party for being for rich people. So the Patriot Party, we could be more of a middle class, working class, conservative, on the family values and stuff like that. I think it would work real good.
I am so glad that you brought it up. Keep that point, because I want to give my opinion on the whole Patriot Party. I know you were going to just say something right now, but I just want to give my opinion real quick. I agree with you 100%. Last week I didn't feel like that about the Patriot Party or any party that will come. I think if there is a time for various reasons that there should be a third party in the United States Senate and Congress, it is today and it is now. And if there's a person to start a third party, there is no other person, absolutely no other person than the person that just got 75 million votes, and that's the playboy Donald J. Trump. And for people like you say, right? For people like you say that want family values and all that stuff, the Republican Party, and what I'm seeing with this whole impeachment that they are going to do on Donald J. Trump again, is that the politically elite class, being both Democrat and Republican, don't want Donald J. Trump and that force of a man that he is to come. They want to keep him an outsider. I think even as a platform now, if we even start getting, for the Patriot Party people, we start getting senators, we got to start getting representatives. Now the Republicans in the Senate won't, and the Republicans and the Democrats will not have a stranglehold on American politics like they have had for decades. And I think the time is now. And if Donald J. Trump comes out with the Patriot Party, I would get myself out from being a Republican. I will support the Patriot Party.
Well, I'll tell you what, dude, and here's something you got to consider as well. So I've been seeing articles lately about the Republicans aren't getting any funds for fundraising. Well, yeah, dude, we're not going to give you any money.
That's good. So that's good.
And then, like, when Donald Trump was running, a lot of his donations were from military, from regular working people, construction workers, and stuff like that. Yeah. So it could actually be a true party of the people. Yeah. And then another thing, too, is you already got current congressmen in there. You got, Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Greene, and then some other ones. They would probably more than likely just join that instead of being part of the Republicans. The bottom line is this, our government is way too corrupt right now.
Yeah.
And it's not going to get cleaned out on its own. I'm kind of hoping that the military steps in and gets rid of some of these people, get them out of office, because it's actually really just destroying our country. Like, what is 80-year-old Nancy Pelosi or 78-year-old Mitch McConnell? Who are they representing? They're not representing me, you, or anybody I know. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
And putting some term limits in for these people too, man. I mean, because if not, these people are gonna form these type of relationships or whatever they form in there, that they're never gonna get kicked out, and they're doing absolutely nothing for the good of the people. They get so comfortable, they're not doing nothing for the good of the people. Just look how a stimulus package, which would end in September, people were waiting for months upon months and months and months. They couldn't do that, right? But when it comes to impeaching Donald J. Trump, they did that in like literally hours. They did that.
Well, what's funny is, that they only have 100 days of the year they have to be in Washington, D.C. Right now. They've been there for 10 days or whatever. It's like they're just so toxic for America. That's the reality of it. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for anybody. And I'm from the West, so the West is quite different than the East. The mentality is different.
Yeah.
Like, we're not really all about hey, we're just going to take it. Nah, people are pretty angry around here. And I mean, the bottom line is this: you got to get involved with your local leaders. You have to call people. You have to make the phone calls, and you got to make sure that they know that you're mad. I mean, we have Lisa Murkowski here in Alaska. Nobody likes her, and the only reason she gets in is because she has an R next to her name. We got to break out of that mentality. It's almost like a plantation mentality for people right now. We got to get out of it because we got to figure out a way to be successful, and we have to move forward. But I just personally, man, I mean, the way I'm looking at it, places like Texas, Florida. They're already kind of stepping up to the plate, and you know how the Democrat governors were doing to Trump, where they were just listening to him, and they're doing this. They're going to do the same thing to Biden. That's the best avenue to go right now, because at the end of the day, we have to protect our freedoms and our rights and our jobs. And Biden is literally, in one day, dude, in my area, or today, 20,000 people lost their jobs. They cleared out the whole North Slope of Alaska
with a stroke of a pen. With a stroke of a pen. Is insanity.
Yeah, we can't have that. And the thing is, it's trickle down economics. Yeah, that's the first job they go. Well, what about grandma's taco stand or something? You know what I mean? It all works out.
It is crazy. Brandon, my brother, thank you so much, man. Thank you for supporting and thank you for calling, my brother. Thank you.
All right, man.
Take care. Later. All right, bye.
All right, bye.
That's Brendan. You see him on the chat all the time. Thank you so much for the people that made it to the chat here, to the event. Again, guys, every single Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's a lot of people here, 25 people. That's a lot for this channel right here. And we're going to keep growing. We're going to keep growing because with the army that we're having here, it's only about to keep growing. Right now, where am I going? To El Show de Valentín in Spanish, where I'm going to do this same show again with my beautiful rib. For you guys don't know what's a rib, what rib you talking about? In biblical terms, with my wife. That's right. El Show de Valentín, we're going there. Now, thank you for the people that made it so much. We're going to end like we started, I think, last week with a nice little prayer. The same way I finished the Spanish show. Father, I thank you, Lord. I thank you, Lord, for the Valentine show. I thank you for the people that are here. I pray for all these people that are in the chat. I ask you, Lord, that you bless them, that you protect them in their jobs, that you guide them, that you help them have peace, no matter who's in power, Lord, that they may put their trust in you, in the almighty, powerful God, Lord, that is everything works out for the ones who love him, Lord. I ask you that you protect them, Lord, and that you guide them. And I thank you for them, Lord. I thank you for this community that we're building here on the Valentine show, Lord, even though my timetable is not in conjunction with your timetable. You know what is good for the channel. You know what is good for the people. I thank you. Bless them and guide them. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Guys, thank you again one more time. Another beautiful Friday. Thank you for all the people that made it through. Again, you speak Spanish. If you speak Spanish, my friend, go right now to El Show de Valentín and we're going to talk over there in Spanish. Very good, my friend, for you. My friend. Guys, enjoy your weekend. If you haven't logged off from this whole social media stuff, enjoy this weekend. Go spend it with your family. Enjoy the food. Enjoy your coffee. Enjoy that you're alive. Everything's gonna work out good. I am Valentine. God bless. Godspeed me, Valentine. I am out.